Can Donald Trump be stopped? He won big on Monday in the Iowa Caucuses, besting his two nearest competitors, Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley, by some 30 percentage points.
This has been an incredible experience. The people have been, this is the third time we've won, but this is the biggest win.
Okay, first off, that's a lie. Trump has only won the Iowa caucuses twice. He lost in 2016 to Ted Cruz, but you guessed it, at the time, Trump claimed that there was fraud and that he actually won. He didn't. But he is right that it was a historic win. Trump's 30-point margin smashed the previous record when Bob Dole beat his nearest competitor, noted anti-Semite Pat Buchanan, in 1988 by a mere 13 points. All of this has everybody asking the question, can anybody beat Trump at this point for the Republican nomination? To be sure, Trump's win this week was far from a guarantee just a year ago. After the midterm elections in 2022, where Republicans failed to take back the Senate despite a map that highly favored them, and only took control of the House with a slim majority, it seemed as though the Republican Party was ready to move away from a candidate that was handpicking losers left and right. One poll from the Bulwark proudly declared almost a year ago exactly that, quote, most Republicans want to move on from Trump, which, to be fair, may have been true on January 31st, 2023, but then this happened.
This is an ABC News special report.
A grand jury here in New York City has just handed up an indictment against former President Donald Trump.
In March, Trump was indicted by the state of New York for falsifying business records. Then in June, he was indicted by the federal government for improperly handling and failing to turn over highly classified documents. And in August, he was indicted by both the federal government, again, and the state of Georgia for trying to overturn the 2020 election. By the way, that lie has been repeated so often and so loudly that 66% of caucus goers in Iowa this week falsely believe that Joe Biden wasn't legitimately elected. Jesus f***ing Christ. All that seemed to give Trump his energy back, a cause to fight, something to rally around. So instead of ditching Trump, most of the party has coalesced back around him. So much so that even caucus goers who braved deadly cold weather to vote Monday night felt like they were just going through the motions. One caucus goer said this:
I don't think it took an oracle to know that we're just going through the motions and that President Trump is the nominee.
And political scientists agree. In an interview with Reuters, a professor from the University of Chicago said this:
there's not a thick plot line here to unearth. And I think in many ways the effort to find one by focusing on the weather who might come out second belies the big headline, which is Trump has a lock on, all signs point towards Trump having a lock on the nomination, certainly winning in Iowa, but boy, he's got a heck of a hold on this party.
That professor says nobody can beat Trump because of those indictments.
All of these indictments have just left little breathing room for opponents to articulate a clear case for why they ought to claim the nomination. And with every indictment and every court case brought forward, they feel this need to reaffirm and articulate Trump's talking points.
But I want to know what you think. Is Trump unstoppable? Will the Republicans nominate for a third time a would-be fascist dictator to lead the land of the free? Tell me in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified when we post new content. I'm Andrew Springer for Notice News, news for the people, not for the profit.